Third night, Tyler Cochran goes to that high side. Watson to 98. So Streeter, Clancy, Cochran, Watson, and Devin Payne in the 55. Streeter will lead them down here in turns 3 and 4. White flag in the air. Streeter holding off the 12C of Clancy as he comes out of turn number 4. Streeter with his second heat win. The 12C of Clancy, Cochran, the 98 of Watts, 55 of Payne, the 65 of Kuntz, Dakota Lowe, and the 23 of Nutter. His second heat win this year, the 61 of Sturgis Streeter. Then it's Clancy, the 12C, the 29 of Cochran, the 98 of Watts, the 55 of Payne, 65. I love that R33 of Austin Rayborn. You want to be a good human being. That's well said this time of year. So look on the nose there of the R33 of Austin Rayborn. Be a good human. So Austin, the R33. Good to see Austin back with us here tonight. Take a look at his sponsors this year, including Geneva Financial, Molly Cop, Nightmare Raceworks, Dirt Road Creations. All right, looks like they're ready to go. Heat race number 2. 24 cars checked in for racing tonight. Again, Devin Wetzel moving up into this B-Mod class here tonight. Good to see Devin back with us. Another good young driver as they go nose to tail, side by side as they come into 3 and 4. We're underway. Colson Kirk leads them down that back stretch. Got some fast cars in this race for sure. Wetzel gets loose on that top side of the track there in 3 and 4. Couple of cars with some problems now. The yellow comes out. Problem on the R33 as he and Wetzel get together. So Austin Rayborn in the 33 with a problem on the left rear of that car. He'll take it into the pit area, try to get it fixed for the feature event. Wetzel in the number 26 machine as they got together coming out of turn number 4. So one lap officially in with your race leader, Colson Kirk in the 55, the 15 of Colin Pierce. That's a Gresham G1 chassis as well. Then it'll be the 99 of Brad Smith, the 57 of Aaron Morant. The 1K of Tim Carrick, your current points leader. The 90 of Terry Schultz and Devin Wetzel there in the 26W. All right, lineup is good as they set the cone here on the front side. Jake sets that up for us tonight, helping out on the front stretch. Have a couple of folks in different positions here tonight, so be patient with us. All right, they'll go nose to tail through the Cliff Harris fire-up zone in turn number 4. Back underway. Colson Kirk, here comes the 57 of Aaron Morant. Good battle between him and the 99 of Smith. Oh, Kirk all the way to the top of the track. Look out. As the 90 of Schultz does the same thing up there. So right now it is Colson Kirk trying to hold off a bunch of angry wolves right behind him. Good battle up front, 3 laps in. Kirk, Pierce, Morant, Smith. The 1K of Carrick, here comes the 90 of Schultz. But right now, Colson Kirk with that race lead. It'll be lap number 5 this time across. Colson Kirk. White flag will come across this next time for Kirk. It's Pierce, Morant, and Smith. White flag in the air for your race leader, Colson Kirk. As he brings it out of turn number 3 and 4, his first heat win this year, Colson Kirk. So Colson Kirk with his first heat win this year. It'll be Pierce in the 15, the 57 of Morant, the 99 of Brad Smith, the 1K of Tim Carrick, Devin Wetzel, good run in the 26W, and the 90 of Terry Schultz. All right, your final heat race of the Nero car. That is your final lineup through the Cliff Harris Automotive Group Fire Up Zone. We're underway. Tanner Hambrick, here comes the 94 of Ebert. As Hambrick opens up the door, 3 wide, back for 4th. But right now, here comes the 94 of Jacob Ebert. Good battle between him and Tanner for that top spot. C3 of Chad Stouse, right behind Schlarb in the 26. Oh, he gets loose. Oh! They all get loose in front. As the 26 of Derek goes around, tough break there for Schlarb in the 26. Good job of driving there, avoiding getting into that 26 car of Derek Schlarb as he goes around in turns 3 and 4. So your 94 car of Jacob Ebert, he was your leader on that last lap, so 2 laps in. So Ebert, your leader with Tanner, Stouse in the C3, the 1R of Ryland Gibbs, Kenny Prince in the 447, Hambrick the 03, and then the 0 of Wimmer and Schlarb in the 26. So 2 laps in, 6 to go, final heat race of the night. As Jake gets the cone set up here on the front, it's no passing until they hit the cone here in the front. Okay, lineup is good. Okay, final heat race. Again, don't forget, pick up those race programs. So last call on your race programs at the general admission area, front and back side. Cliff Harris Fire Up Zone. We're back underway. Jacob Ebert leads them down. Jacob Ebert looking strong here tonight in the 94 Hoffman chassis. BT equipment, Livers bronze. So 5 laps, so 3 laps in, 5 to go. It'll be a battle here for this second spot now. Chad Stouse in the C3 goes way up high. Ryland Gibbs takes that 3rd position away. Right now, Ebert in the 94. This will be lap number 5, so just 3 to go. Whoa, and Stouse goes around. Takes in the 447 of Kenny Prince. No place to go for the 447 as Stouse in the C3 goes around. So just no place to go there for Kenny Prince in that 447 car. Tough break there. So again, Ebert, the 7 of Tanner, the 1R of Ryland Gibbs. Stouse will go to the tail end of the field. Looks like he has some issues there on that right rear. See if he'll be able to continue. Not sure if he will. Ryland Gibbs now will move up into that third spot. The 0 of Wimmer. Hambrick in the 0-3. Back underway. Looks like Kenny Prince is going to pull off the track here. Problem on the 4-4-7. White flag will come out here. I'm sorry. This will be lap number 6 as this 2 to go. Oh, and Schlarb in the 26 goes around again. Tough break there for Derek. That brings out the second caution there. So that'll be his second caution. We'll be able to come back for the featured later on. Again, you're leading your points right now in this B-Mod class, the 1K of Tim Carrick. Clancy in the 12C in second, and then Terry Schultz, the 90. The 4-4-7 of Kenny Prince, and the 7 of Anthony Tanner. Tanner in that second spot right now. So 6 laps in, 2 to go. So it looks like a green, a white, and a checker to finish it out here. Your final heat race tonight for your POWRi B-Mods Midwest Coating Race Night. Here we go. Ebert. Now Ryland Gibbs in the 1R tries to get a nose in there. Here comes Blake Wimmer in the 0. White flag comes out, 1 to go for the 94 of Ebert. Jacob Ebert, this will be his 4th heat win of the year. Jacob Ebert, the 7 of Tanner. The 1R of Ryland Gibbs from 5th to 3rd. Then Wimmer, Hambrick, Stouse, Schlarb, and Kenny Prince had to pull off. All right, that takes care of our heat races. On the front side tonight, take your program. Larry Morrison, Leroy Morrison, row 4, row 5, Donnie Devers, Christina White. Okay, take out your cell phones, fans, especially on the back side of the track. We'll start them out with you. It is Saturday Night Lights and your CMS Pure Stocks. Okay, race fans on the front, I want you to pull out your cell phone, pull out whatever you got back there tonight. These drivers can see it out there. We call it Saturday Night Lights. It's your Central Missouri Pure Stock feature event. Give them a wave as they come by. There you go. Good job. And backside, we're going to need some more batteries for that wireless mic. All right, race fans, here we go with, again, your Pure Stocks 15-lap A main event here tonight for you at Central Missouri Speedway. It'll be Russell, it'll be David Doles, number 1 and 2 in points right now. Out of turn number 4, we are underway with your Pure Stocks. It'll be Bobby Russell to the point out of turn number 2 as they come back into that backside. David Doles right on his tail. Then it's Larry Drake in the 41, Harper in the 21 machine. Here we are on lap number 1. It is Russell, your race leader. So Bobby Russell brings him out of turn number 2, uses that middle to high side of the track. 1 lap in this 15-lap A main event. Here on lap number 2, your race leader, as Morrison goes high in turn number 3 and 4. But right now, Bobby Russell with 2 laps in, David Doles on his tail, the 41 of Larry Drake, the 21 of Joey Harper, and then Mallory Stifler, the M87. That's your top 5 now with 2 laps in. This will be lap number 3 in the books as they come by this time. About a half a straightaway lead now for Bobby Russell. Russell, as we've talked about this year, that car is for sale. Bobby Russell with 6. That's right, 6 feature wins so far, leading the points now with 4 laps in the books. Doles trying to hang on. It's see if he can close that gap, but Russell gets that about mid to high run out of 3 and 4, makes it work for him. Here comes Stifler now, the M87 right next to Harper out of turn 4. Good battle back there throughout. You can always find a race in the field. Even if your lead driver has taken a good lead, you look back through that field to find the race. But right now, Russell on lap number 5 in. David Dole still in second, the 41 of Drake, the 21 of Harper, and now Stifler. And that M87 putting some pressure on her, though, is the 13B of Devin Baker. He had a transmission go out underneath him about a month and a half ago. Out back again tonight. Here comes Devin Baker in the 13. Gets a nose in front of the M87 of Stifler, now into the top 5, Devin Baker. Here comes Devers now in the 81 as well. 7 laps in now for the Bobby Russell in the 24 car as he gets by Christina Wyatt in the Mrs. 01. And the caution comes out, a car up and over in turns 3 and 4. The car gets up on that top side of the track. So 8 laps into 7 to go. It'll be Bobby Russell, David Doles, Larry Drake leads them down into turn number 4 through the Cliff Harris Automotive Group fire-up zone. So 8 laps in. Russell leads them back into turns 3 and 4 to the point with the race lead. Doles in the 4D. This will be 9 in the book. 9 in the books this time across. It'll be 5 to go this time across for Russell. Let's see if David Doles can stay in contact with your race leader. Good battles, but behind him back through the field. Devin Baker in that 13 car now as he tries to move his way up past the 21 of Harper. And here comes Devers in the 81 as well. It'll be 11 laps into the books now, and Brady Tanner pulled off into the infield, and the caution comes out for the 50 of Morrison in turn number 4. So Leroy Morrison, the M&M chassis, number 50 car. He and his dad actually built that car. So Morrison, Leroy out of Raymore, Missouri. He's actually a former pure stock track champion here at Central Missouri Speedway many years back. Have to look through some of Glida's great records that she keeps here at Central Missouri Speedway. Makes my job so much easier. You want to Drake as they go into the Cliff Harris Automotive Group fire-up zone in turns number 3 and 4. We are back underway. Green flag back in the air. Russell leads him out of turn number 2. Again, Drake. And that 41 car, David Doles just behind in that second spot. Harper in 4th, and then the 13B. Good to see him back out. Devin Baker in that top 5. Just several laps remain now. White flag next time across, so lap 13 in the books this time across. 2 to go. So Bobby Russell, the 4D of Doles, now about a 4 to 5 car length lead. Trying to hang with him, white flag in the air for Bobby Russell. Bobby Russell in control here at CMS this year. As the 24 car comes down into turn number 4, your winner tonight again, the 7th feature win for Bobby Russell. It'll be David Doles. Drake, 81 of Devers, comes up right at the end of 3rd. 21 of Harper, the 13 of Baker. Morrison, the 50 car, the M87 of Stifler, and Christina Wyatt. All right, we'll head down to the track, get a word in with our feature winner here tonight. His 7th feature win of the year. It is Bobby Russell. Picking this one up, okay?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, we'll go down and get a word in with Bobby Russell. His 7th feature win this season. Gets the helmet up. Oh, he's up on top of the car. Bobby Russell. I'm going to need some new batteries. Yeah. Car is still for sale. Hey, it's Bobby Russell with his 7th feature win. This is a jet chassis, right?
Yes, sir.
Yep. Great car. Has had 7 feature wins this year. Helping him get that helmet off. There you go. Get the Hans device. Get the earplugs out. There you go, Bobby. There you go, bud. All right, congratulations on you tonight. We're gonna look in the camera here just for a few minutes. Bobby, another good win for you here tonight. 7 feature wins on the season.
Yeah, it's tracks get really good again this weekend, and man, I just can't thank God the most for giving me the ability and a good car to drive, and Conrad for letting me drive his car, and man, I tell you, this thing's good and it's fun to drive.
All right, congratulations, Bobby Russell on his 7th win this season.
Thanks to all the fans that came out tonight.
So thanks to all the fans that came out tonight as well, Bobby Russell. Check, check. It's all right, we'll set the lineup here for you. Heat race on the night. It'll be Brian Meyer out of Concordia in the number 9 car. Outside of him, Dustin Dennison in the 5D, the birthday boy. Your winner last week, Alex Schultz inside of row 2 in the 41, Dustin Bray. Out of Osceola, the 22. Row 3, Dylan Smith out of Belton in the 98. It'll be Logan Rowark out of Henley in the 17 car. Row number 4, the 10C of Cody Bray out of Osceola. Check, check, check. Set the lineup here for you. Here we go. It'll be Brian Meyer. Dustin Dennison to this outside, that birthday boy. It'll be Alex Schultz in the 41 car. Outside of him, Dustin Bray out of Osceola in the 22. Dylan Smith, the 98. All right, on the back side, you folks, everybody knows how to do it with Saturday Night Lights. Let's let them know that you're out there. Take those phones, take those hands, let them know you're there. It is your Power Eye Midwest Mods. Row number 3, Dylan Smith in the 98. Logan Rowark, the 17, is your current points leader. Cody Bray, the 10C, Johnny McGinnis in the 10 car. It'll be Jesse Hogue out of Baldwin City, the 4P. Aaron Dennison in the 4A. Check, check. All right, with your Midwest Mods here at Central Missouri Speedway again. Working through some mic problems here tonight. So Jesse Hoke in the 4P, the 4A of Dustin Dennison. It'll be Drew Hilt, the 12H car, the 86. Trent Rogers, Joe Morant in the 13, and John Jackson, the 29W. As we come into turns 3 and 4, it'll be 15 laps. It is your Midwest Mods. We are underway. So Dustin Dennison, the 9, Brian Meyer. Those two cars side by side as they come out. Turn number 4 here on lap number 1. It'll be Dustin Dennison, your race leader. Brian Meyer just a tenth of a second behind, so still side-by-side action now. Dennison pulls away down here in turns 3 and 4 in lap number 2. Here comes Dylan Smith in the 98. Look out for the 41 of Terry Schultz. I'm sorry, Alex Schultz, the 15-year-old driver, son of Terry Schultz. And then the 17 of Logan Roark. Then Dustin Bray, there's your top 5 right now. Dustin in that 22 car, but right now your race leader is Dustin Dennison here on lap number 3. Using a mid to high line right now. Looks like the track is in great shape here tonight. A lot of good moisture down in the track for these feature events here tonight. Again, your Power Eye Midwest Mods here on Midwest Coating Race Night. Central Missouri Speedway with your Midwest Mods. Dustin Dennison, the birthday boy, with the race lead here with 4 laps in the books. 15-lap A main event, but right now Brian Meyer staying within 3/10 of your race leader. Yellow flag comes out in turn number 2. First caution for your Midwest Mods. Check, 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 and here we go again with your Midwest Mods. We are back underway. Midwest Mods feature event, 15 laps, 5 in the books here so far. Oh, as the 98 of Dylan Smith goes around in turn 1 and 2. One car did avoid and left the track there up out of turn number 2 now. I believe that was Jackson. Yep, that was the Jackson, the 29W. So Dylan Smith again in the 98 machine goes around. Checking him out on the back stretch of the track right there. Again, Jeremiah Wilson, our flagman here tonight, filling in. Jake on the front stretch also. Of course, welcome back to Earl Walls. Back down on the racing service as the 41 of Alex Schultz pulls off. Problem on the 41 car of Alex Schultz as he pulls off and heads off into the pit area. Looks like the 98 of Dylan Smith also with a problem as he's pulling down into the hot pit lane. So 5 laps in the books. Dustin Dennison, your race leader. So Dustin, Brian Meyer, now the 17 of Logan Roark. As Dylan Smith now looks like he'll need a looks like they're running over, trying to work on that car in the pit area. We'll see if they give him any time here. Dustin Bray, the 22. Cody Bray, the 10C, the 10 of Johnny McGinnis. All right, 5 down. Looks like his night is done. So tough break there for Dylan Smith down in the infield area with some nose damage on that machine. Again here at Central Missouri Speedway, Midwest Power Eye Midwest Mods, second feature of the night. Dustin Dennison in your Midwest Mod class. Dustin with a feature win earlier this year. Also in your national Power I points, Dustin Dennison, number 3 overall. Here he comes out of turn 3 and 4. We are back underway. Midwest Coating Race Night here at Central Missouri Speedway. Power I Midwest Mods. As Dennison leads them down into 3 and 4, it's Brian Meyer, the 17, a Logan Rowark. Oh, and a car goes around. That's Bray in the number 10 machine as several cars. Joe Morant and the 12 car, the new driver with us here, Drew Hilt in that. Jackson in the 29 slowed down, the 13 of Morant. That all started with the number 10 machine. The 10C of Cody Bray as he goes around. See if they can get those cars restarted down there in turns 3 and 4. So that all started with the 10C as he goes around. Hilt in that 12 car gets involved in that as well with basically no place to go. Check them out. Finish. No passing until you hit the cone here on the front side of the track as Dustin Dennison brings him around. Green flag back out. Dustin Dennison leads them down into turns 1 and 2. Let's see if Meyer in the 17 of Roark can hang on. See if they can keep it close here. We'll check out the time as they go by this time. About 0.8 of a second on your race leader, about 4 to 5 car lengths. Dennison in control right now. This will be lap number 8, basically halfway this time across for your race leader, Dennison. Go through the top 5, Brian Meyer in the 9, the 17 of Logan Roark, the 22 of Dustin Bray, and the 10 of Johnny McGinnis. That's the blue and red number 10. There's your top 5, and then it's Jesse Hogan, the 4, Trent Rogers, the 86, the 4A of Aaron Dennison, 29 of John Jackson, the 12 of Drew Hilt, the 11 of Cody Bray, and the 13 of Joe Morant. All right, they're going to mark it halfway this time across. So we're going to say probably about 5 laps. Oh, and the 10 car also pulls off. Cody Bray, the 10C, slows down and back into the pit area on the back side of the track as your race leader. Dennison goes by in the 5 car. So Dustin Dennison still your race leader. Comfortable lead right now of about 1.5 seconds, so half a straightaway. Dustin, though, we'll get into a lap traffic here. It'll be the 13 of Joe Morant would be the first car to go down 1 lap. We'll see what he has left here. I don't think that scoreboard matches up right now with the actual laps run. So Dustin Dennison coming out of turn number 4. Again, this is about a up to 1.7 seconds on the lead now. So Dennison, Meyer, Logan Roark, as now Joe Morant goes a lap down to your race leader, the 5D of Dustin Dennison. Dustin bringing it down the back stretch now, back through turns 3 and 4. Here comes Meyer. The big race is really for second right now between the 9 of Meyer and the 17 of Logan Roark. Roark, again, as we talked about earlier, with 9 feature wins. Dustin with 1 early in the June time frame, on the 22nd of June, actually. And Dustin right now, number 3 in points, so he's going to move up against Logan Roark. Now he'll get next to Jackson in the 29 machine. Check on the laps here, but right now, Dustin Dennison. Oh, and Roark Roark gets into the 9 of Brian Meyer in turn 1 and 2 with Dustin Dennison, your race leader. White flag will come out here this next time across for your race leader. Dustin Dennison in the 5D gets around Aaron Dennison as the white flag comes out. Brings it back down into turns 3 and 4. He's out of Independence in the 5D car tonight. Your winner, Dustin Dennison. Second goes to Meyer, the 17 of Roark. The 10 of Johnny McGinnis. Dustin Bray in the 22, Trent Rogers in the 86, Jesse Hogue, Drew Hill the 12, Aaron Dennison, John Jackson, and Joe Morant. So your winner tonight, Dustin Dennison. His second feature win this season. We'll head on down to the track, get a word in with Dustin. The birthday boy celebrates his birthday here tonight with a victory at Central Missouri Speedway, Dustin Dennison. Next up, your Power Eye Superstocks. And the family comes down to celebrate. Gets the helmet off, up and out of the car, Dustin Dennison. Gets a hug, says, hey, what a... Gets the feature win here at Central Missouri Speedway. Here you go, Dustin. There you go, bud. Hey, good job here tonight. Having some mic problems, so we're going to use this overall. You did a good job. You got out front and held on to that lead.
Yeah, it was a good racetrack. I started at the top, and I was like, it was there, but it wasn't there. I wasn't sure everybody was behind me. We got that restart, and I tried the bottom, and I was like, hey, the bottom's good, so we're just gonna stay here and see somebody come around me on the top, and I never seen anybody. So, amazing racetrack. Thanks for the fans coming out. I want to say thanks to all my sponsors on the car. Without them, we couldn't do it. Today's actually my birthday, so it was a happy birthday to me. So, can I get all your fans to say happy birthday, Dustin?
Say happy birthday, Dustin! Your winner here tonight, Dustin Dennison. Campbell in the 30C, he was your winner last week. Tyler Perryman, good run in his heat race, the 3P out of Kansas City. Ted Welshmeyer, the 21W with Blaine Ewing, the 04. Dave Meyer in the 9 car. Outside of him, it'll be John Brooks out of Warrensburg, the 27. It'll be Dean Willie, the 68 machine. In row number 4 with Mark Carter in the 10. Row 5, Jay Prevette, the 25, and Larry Ferris in the 14. All right, on the backside, Saturday Night Lights. It is your Power Eye Superstocks. Row number 5 again, Jay Prevette, the 25, Larry Ferris in the 14 car. Row 6, Gary Clark in the 4G, and James Niswanger, the 44. Scott Pull in the 08, and Jimmy Go in the 60. On the front side, you know how to do it with Power Eye Saturday Night Lights 20-lap A main event. And then row number 8, Mike Doherty, the 07 car. Derek Wiss out of Centralia, the 8D, the 30K of Cameron Kelly. And Nathan Vaughn, the 12EV, able to make it out after a problem in his heat race. As they power him up into the Cliff Harris fire-up zone, turn 3 and 4. Green flag is out. 20-lap A main event here at Central Missouri Speedway tonight with your Power Eye Superstocks on Midwest Coating Race Night. It's a 30C at Campbell, bringing them down into turns 3 and 4 here on lap number 1. Welshmeyer, the 21W, the 3 of Perryman. Perryman looking strong. Oh, and The 30 car goes around. Let's see if it can get restarted. It'll be a caution. So Cameron Kelly, the 30K, goes around on lap number 1. I believe that'll be a complete restart for your Power Eye Super Stocks. Don't forget, again, fans, racing next weekend here at Central Missouri Speedway. It will be our weekly racing with the B-Mod Super Stocks, Midwest Mods Pure Stocks, and next weekend we'll welcome the Power Eye Late Models next Saturday night here at Central Missouri Speedway. And then 2 weeks from tonight, on Saturday, August the 24th, Military Appreciation Night, weekly classes, plus our guest class that night will be the IMCA 305 Sprint Cars as well. And all military members and retired military, just $5 grandstand admission with an ID card. All right, we will reset the field here with Kelly in the 30K going around in turn number 4. Perryman looking strong tonight. Tyler in the 3P. Then that 21W Welshmeyer as well. Ted would really like to win a feature event here at Central Missouri Speedway. One lap down. They are going to, I believe they will award that initial lap. No. Yes, it is. So the 30C of Clayton Campbell leads him down. That means 1 lap in the books. So Campbell will lead him out of turns number 3 and 4. Cliff Harris, fire up zone. We're back underway. Midwest Coating Race Night with the Power Eye Super Stocks. Good field of Super Stocks here tonight. Right now, Clayton Campbell is your race leader. The 21 of Welshmeyer. Perryman slips back to 3rd. Here comes Dean Willie. Willie in the 68 machine. Oh, and a caution comes back out. The 07 of Doherty, the 4G of Gary Clark up on the top side of 3 and 4. So the 07 and the 4G get together up there in 4. So Gary Clark out of Walker, Missouri. And that 07 of Mike Doherty out of Warrensburg. Might have to get the LaRue crew, the CMS tow team, to see if they can get him on the hook. Get him cleared up there. He might be high-sided up. Now the 4th annual Hog Roast Nationals featuring a 3,000 to win Super Stock Special. B-Mods, Power Hour Late Models, and the Show Me Vintage Racers. There'll be a Hog Roast, BYOB party after the races here at Central Missouri Speedway to close up our season. That is on Saturday night, September the 14th. So Saturday night, September the 14th. All right, they're going to stay yellow here. Looks like Campbell in the 30C. Tough break there for the 4G. Looks like Gary Clark goes on the hook here down to the infield area. So a tough break for him. All right, a couple laps in here. 20 lap A main event again. Clayton Campbell was your winner last time out last week with his first feature win this year. Clayton Campbell in that 30 car. He was a stock car track champion here as well. Here we go, back underway, green flag in the air. Clayton Campbell leads them down. Oh, yellow back out, about half the field. Takes it in turn number 1 and 2. Starting, I think, with the 68 of Dean Willie, the 9 of Dave Meyer, the 14 of Ferris, the 8 of Derek Wiss, the 60 of Jimmy Go, and there's 2 more cars in there. I can't get the numbers yet. 25 of Jay Prevet. 25 of Jay Prevet. Well, since we can't start them too wide, we're going to start them single file. Give them a couple chances to make it work. And if it doesn't, looks like 30K off the track now as well. So get some laps in the books here through the Cliff Harris Automotive Group Power Up Zone. It is Clayton Campbell back to green. So Campbell, the 21 of Welshmeyer, the 3 of Perryman, your top 3. Here comes the 04 of Blaine Ewing, the 10 of Mark Carter, and the 27 of the Boomer, John Brooks. Nice Wonger in the 44. But right now, Clayton Campbell, 2 laps in. You can see that track starting to slick off. You're going to see some guys jump up to the top end of the track, either that or down low, looking for the moisture on the track. Perryman, one of the first to jump up there. He went high in turn 4, and that's where Ewing is going now too, to the top end out of turn number 2. See if he can get a run off of that top side. Here comes Campbell. Now the 21 of Welshmeyer. Problem on the 30C of Clayton Campbell. Campbell slows down, and the caution comes out. Campbell slowing down here into the front stretch. Your race leader, Clayton Campbell, with a problem. He decides to come down into the infield. Must have a flat tire on the 30C of Clayton Campbell. Comes to a complete stop down there. Let's see if anybody can give him a hand down there. Checking him out just to see if he does. He does have a flat tire. 4 out of the top 5 here tonight. Trying to get the tire changed on the 30C of Clayton Campbell down there. Looks like his night might be done though. Welshmeyer out of the Cliff Harris Automotive Grip Power Up Zone down through the front stretch. Welshmeyer down low. Now the 04 of Ewing goes to the high side of the track out of turn number 2. You'll see the bottom dwellers and you'll see the rim riders up on the top. See a couple rim riders now. That 04 of Blaine Ewing trying to find some moisture, find some grip. Welshmeyer sticking on the low side of the track with some grip down there as well. Now Campbell gets out in the 30C. Campbell able to make it back out. He was your feature winner last week, but Welshmeyer now. Just 0.2 of a second. Here comes the 04 of Blaine Ewing. Ewing on the top side, out of turns 2, down into 3 and 4 now. Blaine Ewing. And the 04 gets way up to the top end of the track. He's your new race leader here on lap number 6. Blaine Ewing in the 04. Welshmeyer, let's see if he turns to decide to go to the top side, which he might, as Campbell in the 30C pulls off. Welshmeyer still down low, along with the 10 of Mark Carter. There's your top 3 right now. That's Perryman in the 4 spot. Now Niswanger in the 44. Niswanger started 12th up to 5th now, so up 7 spots. Also moving up is that 12V of Nathan Vaughn, started 18th up to 6, and Nathan Vaughn gets loose. High in turn number 4, loses a couple of positions there now. Now the 04 Blaine Ewing pulling away from Welshmeyer. Blaine Ewing now with about a 1.45 second lead. Let's check at 1.9 seconds. So about a straightaway lead. So 11 laps to go. Let's see if Blaine Ewing using the top side of the track right now. Welshmeyer still sticking down low. So you see some moisture down on that low side, but the 04 Ewing making that top side work. Derek Wiss in the 8 car now, he pulls off as well. So Kelly, Jimmy Go, Jay Prevet, Campbell, and now Derek Wiss. So 12 cars remain for your Superstock event here, with this 9 laps remaining for your race leader, Blaine Ewing. Blaine in the 04 as your race leader. Blaine, as we talked about a little bit earlier this evening, 4 feature wins so far for Blaine. He's also ranked in the national Power I points as well, in 4th there as well. In the local CMS points, Blaine is up in the 4th spot right now. So Blaine Ewing in control of this race right now. This time across, it'll be 6 to go. If Blaine can hang on, Welshmeyer still in the 2nd spot. 3rd goes to Carter in the 10. And the caution comes out here for the 07 of Mike Doherty. So I believe that is his 2nd caution. That means his night would be done. So Mike Doherty, the 07D. All right, 6 laps to go. Green flag in the air. So let's see if the 04 of Blaine Ewing can hang on. Welshmeyer and both Carter down on the low side of the track with Nice-Swanger, the 12V of Nathan Vaughn. See a couple guys venturing up to that top, including Perryman in the 3 car. So a little bit of grip down low and grip up high. It'll be 4 laps to go this time across for Blaine Ewing. Ewing in that 04. Not a stranger here at Central Missouri Speedway. Blaine Ewing and the Kurt Ewing Farms, Purchase Farms, Heritage Fab. I believe a Yeoman engine in a Whirly race car. Okay, it'll be 2 to go this time across for the 04 of Blaine Ewing. Ewing in control, early started 4th. He's out of Green Ridge, Missouri. 4 feature wins on the season for Blaine Ewing. As he comes down here in the turns, number 3 and 4. Checkered flag will come out. This time across for the 04 of Blaine Ewing. It'll be Welshmeyer. Then it's Carter, Vaughn, the 44, Nice-Swanger, the 9 of Meyer, right there at the end. It's Perryman, Willie, Ferris, Brooks, and Scott Poland. Head down to the track, get a word in. His 5th feature win this year. The 04 of Blaine Ewing. Get the equipment off. Heritage Fabrication, Ewing Farms. Gets the hat back on, Blaine Ewing! In his Brian Worley race car. Gets congratulations from Dad. Way to go, Blaine. There you go, bud. Man, once you got past, you got by, you were using that high side of the track. You get by Welshmeyer down low, looking for grip down there. Work tonight.
Yep, I was just trying to stay patient. I knew we were running 20 laps, so I knew I had time to get some things done. So,
all right, congratulations. I believe this is your 5th feature win here at Central Missouri Speedway. Also up in the national rankings as well. Congratulations on a great season, Blaine Ewing! So congratulations, Blaine, on that win here tonight. Your final feature of the night will be your Power Eye B-Mods. Line up for you for this final feature of the night. With your Power Eye B-Mods, it'll be Jacob Ebert in the 94. Outside of him, Sturgis Streeter in the 61. Row 2, Colson Kirk out of Urbana, the 55 car, and Tyler Cochran in the 29. Row 3, Stephen Clancy out of Odessa in the 12C, the Colin Pierce out of Kearney in the 15. Those are the 2 Gresham race cars. The 7 of Anthony Tanner out of Topeka, Kansas. Ryland Gibbs out of Osceola, the 1R. Blake Wimmer, the 0 car out of Wellsville, and Aaron Morant in the 57 out of Richmond. Row number 6, the 98 of Christopher Watts out of Osceola. Brad Smith out of Belton in the 99. Tim Carrick on the 1K on the back side of the track. Take those phones. You know how to do it, race fans. It is your Power Eye B-Mod feature event. Okay, fans on the front, take those cell phones. Let them know that you're out there. Your Power Eye 20 lap A main event, Saturday Night Lights here at Central Missouri Speedway. Row 7, it'll be, okay, row 7, the 1K of Tim Carrick, the 24 Dakota Lowe, TC Hambrick, the 03, the 26 of Devin Wetzel, it'll be the 55 of Devin Payne, Chad Stouse in the C3, the C3, Kenny Nutter, the 23, Terry Schultz in the 90, coming from deep in the field, Derek Schlarb, and here we go, Power Eye B-Mods. Underway with a 20-lap A main event. Schlarb, the 26, the R33 of Austin Rayborn, 447 of Kenny Prince and Scott Kuntz, and the 65K. Back to lap number 1. It's the 94 of Jacob Ebert, your race leader. Ebert, Colson, Kirk, Streeter, and Clancy. Then the 29 of Tyler Cochran. You see Streeter jumping up to the top side of the track. You see some top-siders and low-siders. They're either catfishing on the low side or they're feeding off that moisture on the top of the track. Right now, Jacob Ebert, your race leader, 2 laps in the books with the 94 of Ebert comes around on lap number 3. Ebert, a 5-time track champion here in the B-Mods. Like to get another victory here at Central Missouri Speedway. 6 different feature winners so far this year. But right now, Ebert, Colson Kirk in the 55 with Streeter are pretty much side by side. And then Clancy, the 12C. Then it'll be the 15 of Colin Pierce, your top 5. Aaron Morant now in the 57. The 0 of Blake Wimmer. 24 cars start this A main event with 5 laps in and 15 to go. Right now, Ebert pulling out to about a 1-second lead with Kirk right behind him on that low side. Let's check the time. This time across 1.1 second lead. About a 4 to 5 car length lead for the 94. Oh, and a 24 of Lowe goes around here on the front stretch. Dakota Lowe in the 24 goes around. All right, so the 94 of Ebert, your race leader, Colson Kirk in the 55. Then the 61 of Streeter, the 12 of Clancy, the 57 of Aaron Morant, the 15 of Pierce, the 0 of Wimmer, the 99 of Smith, the 7 of Tanner, Tyler Cochran, the 29, the 1K of Tim Carrick. Carrick up a couple spots so far. Ryland Gibbs in the 1R. Then you have the 98, Christopher Watts, the C3 of Chad Stouse. The 90 of Schultz now already up 5 positions from 20th to 15th. The 90 is Schultz, and then the 27 of Devin Wetzel, 26 of Devin Wetzel, 16th, 17th is the 55 of Payne, 18th Kenny Prince, and the 447, the 23 of Kevin Nutter, TC Hambrick, then Austin Rayborn, Dakota Lowe will go to the tail end of the field, and then it's the 26 of Derek Schlarb and the 65K of Scott Kuntz. That is your lineup. 6 laps in the book, so 14 to go as they double them up here on the backside. That'll put, again, the 94 of Jacob Ebert on the front row. And we'll double them up behind there. So 6 laps in and 14. Laps remain. Can Jacob Ebert hold off a field of Mighty B mods here? The Mighty Modifieds, that was the term that we've used here for many years. The Mighty Modifieds, your B mods now. The 94 of Ebert 2, the Cliff Harris Fire Up Zone, Cliff Harris Automotive Group. Here we go, back to green flag racing. Ebert leads them down into 1 and 2. Streeter on his tail. Here comes the 55 of Colson Kirk on the top side of the track. Colson now trying to find something on that top side, trying to find that moisture. It's a dangerous ride way up high there, so you got to be careful up there. Wimmer in the 0 car also bumping up. Here comes the 57 of Aaron Morant as well, but right now, Jacob Ebert, your race leader out of turn 4. Ebert now with about a 7/10 of a second lead with the 55 of Colson Kirk. Colson trying to reel him back in as the caution comes back out in turn number 4. Schlarb in the 626 car, the 65 of Kuntz. So a couple of those cars get together. TC Hambrick, the 03 car, also involved. Now a problem on the steering on the front of the 65. It looks like he might need the hook. Gonna need a hook down here in 3 and 4. I'll restart with the 94 Jacob Ebert, Colson Kirk, and the 57 of Aaron Morant. We're back underway, 8 laps in, 12 to go. As Ebert leads them around turns 1 and 2 down to that low side. He has that car hooked up tonight. Kirk now getting some traction though on his top side of the track. He's making a run. See if he can close that gap. Now down to 5/10 of a second. You can see visually about 2 car length lead now. Colson Kirk on the move on the top side of the track. The 94 of Ebert staying. Oh, and Kirk gets loose on that top side. He loses some space on that one. Now back to about 6/10. Oh, and Ebert slides out of that moisture on the low side of the track. Ebert and Koch almost side by side. Kirk gets a run on that top side. It's still Ebert in the 94. So 11 laps in, 9 to go, and here comes the 55 of Colson Kirk. Colson now will inherit the lead here in turn number 3 and 4, and Schlarb goes around in front of your leaders. Tough break there for Derek in the 26 car as he goes around in turn number 4. So we go back to the last TC Hambrick. All right, it'll be a single file restart again. Here is Jacob Ebert out of the Cliff Harris Automotive Group Fire Up Zone. Green flag back in the air. 11 laps in, 9 to go. Can the 94 of Ebert On the low side, the 55 of Kirk. On the high side, here comes Morant in the 57. Oh, all the way to the top, Morant. Almost hits the tire up there in turn number 4. Here comes the 12C of Clancy now. So Ebert, 13 laps in the book, so this will be lap number 14 this time across. Jacob Ebert. And the Livers Braun BT equipment. Oh, gets a loose, gets up out of that moisture. Here comes the 55 of Colson Kirk again. As long as the 94 of Ebert stays down in that moisture down there, he seems to have enough grip. But now it is close, only a half a car length. Oh, and we have another caution on the back side of the track. Nutter in the 23. Just as Colson Kirk was going to take over that lead. Nutter in the 23 car on the back side of the track. 23N of Kenny Nutter. He's running 19th at the time. For the 57 of Morant, the 12 of Clancy, or the 99 of Smith. Here we go. Out of turn number 4, Ebert leads him down. Kirk pops up to that top side of the track with Morant, the 94 of Ebert, down low. You got the bottom feeders. You got the topsiders as they come into turn number 4. It'll be lap 16, just 4 to go now. 4 to go for the 94 of Ebert. It gets a little bit loose out of the 1 and 2 again, but gets it back under. 55. Colson Kirk trying to hang on here in the top side of 3 and 4. Here comes Morant. Also the 12C of Clancy now up to 3rd. Watch for the Gresham G1 12C of Clancy. And now it's the 55 of Colson Kirk. Gets a run on the backside out of turn number 2. Ebert trying to make it work on the low side. Let's see, this time we may have a new leader. We do down that front stretch. It's the 55 of Colson Kirk. Colson in the 55, the 94 of Ebert now back to 2nd, the 57 of Morant, the 12 of Clancy, and the 99 of Smith. There's your top 5. White flag comes out this time across. For your race leader, the 55 of Colson Kirk. Visits here several times each year. As he comes down to the low side, now tries to block the 94 of Ebert. As Aaron Morant comes to the top side of the track, it is Colson Kirk. Morant in the 57, the 94 of Ebert, the 12C of Clancy, and the 99 of Smith. Wow. So, Colson Kirk in the 94. So, race fans, and as all remember, speed is for the Speedway, not the highway. So please be careful on your ride home tonight. So drive the right way, the safe way, and we'll see you next time here at Central Missouri Speedway. Thank you for choosing Central Missouri Speedway here on a Saturday night. On behalf of Earl and Susan Walls, we thank you for joining us here for the racing tonight. Great racing here tonight with your Power IB mods as Colson Kirk gets by the 94 of Jacob Ebert late in the race to take this feature event here tonight. Again, thank you on behalf of Earl and Susan Walls. Be sure to join us again here next week at Missouri Speedway. Have a safe drive home. God's blessings to you all. As he gets up out of the car, Colson Kirk. Colson with a good run tonight in the SMP Services Rains Ice. Dirt track specialist, Nemo Quarry Bullseye, number 55. Colson, hey, you run here tonight, buddy. I tell you what, you come up here and you do very well here at Central Missouri Speedway. We always enjoy seeing you racing here. That top side, you just made that enough moisture up there to make it work.
Good on this end. It wasn't the best on this end, but I could keep enough momentum up to make it happen. But I really was wishing to quit seeing cautions.
Yeah, you kept taking that lead, and then Ebert had to pull it back out in front with those cautions.
That's right. Yeah, I really didn't need them because I needed a few laps to get my feet under me.
All right, congratulations. Your first feature win here at CMS Colson Kirk. Colson with a good run this year with that 55 car. Good, always good to see him here race at CMS again. On behalf of our own Susan Walls, the entire staff here at CMS, we appreciate you coming out here tonight. Glad that you could be with us. We'll see you again here next week, same time, same channel. And good night, and have a great weekend. Be sure to drive home safe, and God's blessings to y'all.